everybody, I'm Patrick, and this is your Funagain weekly update for Friday, don't know why, February 9th, 2018. Definitely not. Alright, I'm back. Let's take a look at the pre-orders. We've got Marvel Dice Masters Avengers Infinity Campaign Box, Marvel Dice Masters Team Packs featuring Justice Like Lightning and Pre-Invasion, Warhammer 40k Dice Masters, the Battle for Ultramar Campaign Box, Mutant Crops, a worker placement economic card game for 1 to 4 players by Aethris Games, Eldritch Horror Expansion Masks of Nyarlathotep for 1 to 8 players by Fantasy Flight, Favor of the Old Gods, a Game of Thrones LCG chapter pack, Sakura, an abstract strategy simultaneous action card game for 2 to 6 players by Osprey Games, Nom, the miniature strategy war game for 2 players by Osprey Games, News at 11, a humorous storytelling party game for 4 to 11 players by Floodgate Games, Castle Dukes, a tile-laying action and dexterity medieval game for 1 to 4 players by Medieval Lords, Brass Empire, an industrial economic hand management deck building game for 1 to 5 players by Rock Manor Games, Pintergers, a family deduction card game for 5 to 10 players by Zafty Games, Schrodinger's Cats, a fluffing science cat card game for 2 to 6 players, Museum Heist, a family bluffing board game for 2 to 4 players by Foxmine Games, Mystery Rummy, a new take on an old classic. Each game is a new case, featuring Jack the Ripper, Murder at the Rue Morgue, Jekyll and Hyde, Al Capone and the Chicago Underworld, and Escape from Alcatraz. That was the pre-orders. Let's take a look at what's new. So what's new with you? Alright, this is one I am extremely excited about. Just found this today, but don't buy them all because I want one. This is Maximum Apocalypse. This is a very cool hand management deck building game featuring 4 different apocalypses inside the box. It's also kind of a roguelike if you've ever played those games on the PC or the app. So it's got miniatures and some sort of board or card for the characters to move along. This is a 1 to 6 player game, takes 45 to 90 minutes, ages 13 and up. We also have an expansion for Maximum Apocalypse. This is Kaiju Rising, so you can live out your Cloverfield, Godzilla type of fantasy.
I do think it's standees, though, on miniatures.
Standees. Still
Just another
We've got a little expansion pack here. Expansion pack number 6 for Alien Frontiers. A Dragonfire Adventure Pack. This is Chaos in the Troll Claws. And there's an adventure pack for Lord of the Rings, the card game. This is the Crossings of Poros. Here's a cute little game. This is by 9th level. This is Barricades. Because it's got bears. This is a 1 to 4 player game where you're defending your forest creatures and you recruit bears and make barricades, and traditional vector art characters there. We've got a bunch of new pops this week. We've got Buddy the Elf. Another Bob Ross. I think this is probably the third one that I've seen. He's got his foot in the bucket there. That's pretty cute. We've got some from the Black Panther. This is Black Panther. Another Black Panther, unmasked. Nakia?
Oh, no.
Nakia. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Eric
I
Killmonger.
didn't even realize.
And Shuri. Ooh, she's cool. She's got like panthers on her fists. And we got a Dragon Ball Future Trunks. He's in a cool pose. Not the traditional standing up straight wooden soldier pose that a lot of the
I
pops
think
come
he's
in.
in the Assassin's Creed pose that, you know.
I like that. You put him next to my, I forget his name. Some assassin guy. Came in Loot Crate. We've got Elder Sign, Omens of the Pharaoh expansion. Monster Pack A for Fire Team 0. That guy's cool. His face is on his hands. And then he's got a mouth where his face would have been. That guy's got problems. Cool looking monsters in there though. Oh man, that was a scary game. Okay, we've got Jack the Ripper. Oh, there it is. I knew there was something to see with this game. There it is. It does come in a burlap sack, and well, the tag on it is made out of wood. Let's see. This is a game for ages 13 and up, 3 to 5 players, 2 to 15 minutes. Murder and mystery played out in minutes. Everything over again. Cowboy Bebop is back. We've got the collectible card game. This is the 2-player Turbo Box. And then we've also got boosters for Cowboy Bebop. They come in different colors, but they are all from the same booster series, so it doesn't matter which one you get. There's Star Trek Frontiers, the Return of Khan expansion. Khan! Sounds worse every time you imitate it. Khan! So it's a game for 1 to 4 players, ages 14 and up. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 to 4 hours, ages 14 and up, for 1 to 5 players. A picture of what you get inside there. Got 13 Clues, an investigative mystery game. This game is for ages 8 to 99, 2 to 6 players. Takes about 30 minutes. Have a detective reasoning game.
Guessing that this was like the first player, so it's probably.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. And we've got ARG! This game is for 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up. Takes between 5 and 15 minutes. Thank you. This one looks fun. This is, what'd you say, Theomachy, the Warrior Gods. Yeah, it's kind of a deck battling game where you are trying to use your warrior gods to destroy your opponent's believers. And this has gods from Celtic, Norse, Slavonic, and the old ones from Warcraft. This game is ages 14 and up, 30 to 60 minutes for 2 to 4 players.
And that's just one of 2 we did. We haven't gotten the other one yet. The other one is Ancient Gods.
What?
And if you get both boxes, you can play with up to 8 people.
So more ancient than the Greek
More
gods?
ancient.
More ancient. All right.
Ancienter.
We've got the Francis Drake expansions, starring Pierce Brosnan. Drake, Francis Drake. doing a shock lottery. It's all fun. It's all fun. This is cool. This comes with the 2-player expansion, so you can now play your 2-player games. And I think what does it say? 3 expansions in there. Includes Spain's Revenge, Montezuma. It's got a couple of expansions in there. Ooh, here's a new Conquest game. This is 1500, The New World. Cool history-based army building conquest game. And what's really cool about 1500 is you can get these expansions and you can choose new armies to play as. So we got Portugal, Spain, France, England, and the Netherlands. 1500 is for 2 to 6 players, takes between 20 to 45 minutes, and features low complexity. Here's the New World map for 1500. Nice neoprene mat. Has that old-timey look to it. We've got the Dark Crystal board game. If you enjoyed the Labyrinth board game, then you're going to want the Dark Crystal. Has these detailed miniatures, which would be super fun to paint. And then it's got a highly detailed board. Lots of cool art on there. The Dark Crystal is for ages 14 and up for 2 to 4 players and takes about 60 minutes. We've got Munchkin Magical Mess by Steve Jackson Games. Another game to add to your Munchkin collection. And let's see, and in case you're not familiar, Munchkin is for 3 to 6 players, takes 1 to 2 hours for ages 10 and up. We've also got Munchkin Clowns in today. This is expands any regular Munchkin game, so it does go with Munchkin Magical Mess, as well as other Munchkin titles. We've got an expansion to Flamme Rouge. This is Peloton. It's got new land tiles, new riders, new dummy team cards. So lots of cool stuff to expand your existing game.
I Google big miniatures.
I do too. Flamme Rouge is for ages 8 and up, 1 to 12 players, and takes 30 to 45 minutes. And lastly, we've got Scatter. This is a really cool looking kids game. I love the little miniatures on there. And you put them on the board and you flick them across the little space mat. There's your classic scene of all kids going, "This game is so fun!" Alright, 3, 2, 1, scatter. Let's see. Where's our specs? I can't find it. But it looks like you can play 2 to 4 players, ages 7 and up. You can play it for as long as you want.
I'm guessing it's not a real long game.
Probably not. Alright, that is what's new in stock. Let's take a look at this week's bestsellers. At number 5, we've got PAX Renaissance. Number 4 is Pirate Den. Number 3, Anachrony. Number 2, Council of Verona. And still in number 1, Rick and Morty, Total Recall, the card game. That was the bestsellers. Let's take a look at this week's Game of the Week. You might have seen us play this one. Oh, wait, no, you didn't see this play this one. You saw us play one like it a week or so ago. This is Explorers of the North Sea. We played Raiders of the North Sea, and it was immensely fun. Explorers of the North Sea is for 1 to 4 players. You can play by yourself or play with your friends. You can play by your friends. For ages 12 and up, takes about 45 minutes. It's got this cool little grid-based ocean and ships, and the art in these games is just fantastic. A lot of fun. Oh, okay. Thought you were showing me something. This is by Renegade Game Studios, so you know it's amazing. And this game is 30% off this week, so hop on to Funagain.com and get your copy of Explorers of the North Sea for 30% off. And also, this Wednesday, for our weekly game night, we're going to be playing Spirit Island. I have seen lots of sales for this one. This is a very popular game. Really cool-looking little patchwork board there. We're going to have a lot of fun playing this one. Wednesday, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. And that was our update. You can catch us, like I said, Wednesdays at 5:30. You can catch us every Friday for the update at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That's